Good morning, children. I am Krishnaveni, science teacher of Little Flowers High School. Today I am going to explain you 8th class physics, lesson number 4, metals and non-metals. Metals and non-metals. Okay, in this video I am going to explain you about that mind mapping of this chapter. This mind mapping shows that briefly what are the topics present in this chapter. Okay, total overall topics we can show in this flow chart. Okay, in this flow chart we can show all the topics briefly. We have to explain, right? Okay, this matter is classified into 3 types. Okay, 3 types. Matter is classified into 3 types. Here, metals, non-metals, and metalloids. Metals, non-metals, and metalloids. Okay, we know metals. Okay, iron, silver, right? Aluminium, sodium. These are all metals. These all metals and non-metals here, metalloids, contains different properties. What are the properties of metals first? Here physical and chemical properties. Here 2 types of properties are there. For non-metals or metals, any matter contains the 2 types of properties. Okay, first one we will discuss about the physical properties of metals, non-metals and metalloids. Here you see metals, maximum metals are exist in solid state. Okay, solid state at room temperature. All the metals are solid state in room temperature. In non-metals, some non-metals are solids, liquids are gas state. These non-metals exist in 3 states. Next one here, metalloids also 3 states of matter. Okay, metalloids also exist in not 3 states, solids. Okay, solid state. Only non-metals exist in 3 states: solids, liquids, and gases. Okay, next one here, lustrous. What is the meaning of lustrous? Lustrous means shining property. Okay, when we pass the light rays on the metals, what happens? That contains a shining property. Gold, silver, okay, diamond. These all metals contains a lustrous property, and those are very hard materials because they are solid in state. Next one here, metalloids does not have the lustrous property. Okay, they can be shiny, maybe dull. And some metalloids are shiny metalloids, some are dull in state. Okay, next one here, non-metals are non-lustrous. They are not shiny. Okay, they don't contain the shining property. Next one, high density. High density values. All the metals contains the densities. Their densities are very high. Okay, metalloids. These metalloids also contains that high density, and these low metals, non-metals contains that soft. These are very soft, and that contains very low density. Metals contains high density, and non-metals contains that low density. Next one, ductile and malleable. What is the meaning of ductile? Ductile means you can prepare as a thin wires. Okay, silver, gold, and copper. Right? We can prepare as a wires. That preparing of wires in the ductile, that is property is known as ductile. Next, malleable. We can prepare as thin sheets, iron sheets, okay, silver sheets, right, aluminium sheets. Like this, we can prepare as a thin sheets. That preparation of thin sheets by using metals, that property is known as malleable. Okay, ductile and malleable. These metals contains that high ductility and malleability. Next one here, metalloids also contains these 2 properties, malleable and ductile, both. Next here, non-metals. These non-metals are non-ductile. Okay, we cannot prepare as the wires or thin sheets. Okay, we cannot prepare as the thin sheets or wires. Next one here, these metals are good conductors of heat and electricity. What are conductors? Yes, the conductors can pass the electricity and heat through them. They can pass the electricity and heat through them. Those are conductors. So these metals are good conductors of heat and electricity. And then metalloids are conduct heat, okay, conduct heat and electricity also. Okay, but better than the non-metals. This better than the non-metals. Right? Here non-metals are bad conductors of heat and electricity except graphite. Okay, except graphite, all the non-metals are bad conductors and heat and electricity. Only non-metal, that graphite conducts electricity and heat. Okay, these are the physical properties of metals, non-metals and metalloids. Physical properties of metals and non-metals and metalloids. We will see that chemical properties. Chemical properties. When the metals are react with oxides, they form basic oxides. Okay? When the metals are react with the oxygens, they can form basic oxides. These basic oxides are naturally basic in nature. When these basic oxides are react with water, they can form hydroxides. Okay, they can form hydroxide. So, all the metals are basic in nature. When these metallic oxides are reacted with water, these bases are formed. Okay, example sodium hydroxide, calcium hydroxide, magnesium hydroxide. These all are example for bases. Right? Next one here, non-metals. These non-metals are acidic in nature. These non-metals, when they are reacted with oxygen, the non-metallic oxides are formed. Example, carbon dioxide, sulfur dioxide, nitrogen oxides, okay, phosphorus oxides. All these oxides are non-metallic oxides. When these non-metallic oxides are reacted with water, acids are formed. Okay, example, carbonic acid, sulfuric acid, nitric acid and phosphoric acid. All these acids are formed when the non-metallic oxides are reacted with water. So, these non-metals are acidic in nature. All the metals are basic in nature and non-metals are acidic in nature. Okay children, this is about the physical and chemical properties of metals, non-metals and metalloids. Okay, this is the mind mapping of this chapter, metals and non-metals. In this chapter we should know about all the physical and chemical properties of metals and non-metals. Okay children, do you understand about the properties? What is ductility, malleability, sonority and lustrous? Okay, these are all main physical properties of metals. Okay, in next videos we can learn about these topics. Okay, in next video we will see about the keywords of this chapter. Okay, thank you children.